I have wanted to live in the countryside for the longest time because of its nature and slow living. And I also do not like the hustle and bustle of town. So I decided to come and live in the forest. And for the 2 months, at 2 months, 2 weeks that I've been here, I want to share my experience with you. So, hi, how are you? My name is Nyambura, and I'm a mama of two who decided to pack her things and come and live in the forest with them and grow my own food and all that. So, for the 2 weeks that I have been here, let me give you the experience that I had. And I'll start with uh, my family reaction. How did my family react? My family was like, oh my Lord, you cannot go and live near the forest. It is insecure. My mom was like, I brought her here, and when she came in, she was like, no, no way you're coming to live here, and no way you're bringing my grandchildren in this place. So she cited insecurities near the forest, and one of her comment was like, who will rescue you if you come and scream? And I was like, relax, mom. Yeah, so I really did hear her out, and I was scared at first. So I just told her that I will do my due diligence and get to see how this place is. Is it secure? Is it safe? Can someone live here at the neighborhood? Good. How have they been? What has been the experience for the time that they have been here? And I just came several times before I moved and asked them, how has been your experience? Have you had any insecurity? Has there been anything, any other than this? Because I think that is the most scary thing, because the forest is not that big to have wild animals. So I just asked them, did my research, and I saw the place is pretty fine. So they have not had any issues with insecurities, and I was good to go. I had to convince my mom. I had to pray and pray about it, and I prayed and I fasted about the place, and I was like, yeah, I felt some sense of peace, stillness, and that gave me a go ahead to come and live here with the babies. That was one of the experiences that I had, because my family, my mom went above and beyond to even tell the rest of the family how Nyambura is going to live in the forest by herself, in a place that is open, in a place that is not like it's not well lit, it's not secure. And my brother, who even just told me about this place, was telling me about how people who come and take bangi around here. So there's no way that I would be safe. Well, those were stories that Jabba. So there was no insecurity. There's no insecurity here. I've been here for 2 weeks and I've not had any issue. So we were good with that. Number two of what I have experienced, the move and the first impression I got here. One, the move was swift, and the impression, of course, definitely the place has a big area to garden. And that was what drew me so much to this place. I love gardening. I love growing my own food, and food that even I can share with other people. And I also love having a play, the Kikuyu in me is showing off. And I love a good play area for babies. So that was what drew me close to this, and other things that I really want to do and plan for this place later in the video. So the move was swift, the area was attractive for me, but very unattractive for other people. But I chose me. So I came and I started renovating here and there. One, the house itself. I mean, number two, the house itself was not the very best thing that one can have, because the house has a very tiny kitchen and there are no wardrobe. It was just a new house, a new shell that whoever built this house just built a shell and then left. So the house was not really attractive, but that was not an issue for me. So I will I will, I call them creative problems. So I will solve that with time. So after that, The toilet was not good, and not it was not bad. It was bowl, the one that was squatting, and for the 2 weeks, my knees were singing. Were calling for my mom. They were telling me, "Did I tell you this place is not good?" But either way, I think for now we are good and we have gotten used to it, and my knees are not really a problem for now. Now I think they are used to that squatting to the ground. Yeah, we are good with that. So no worries. There is no much worries about the house, and it is not something that we will be staying so much. Like most of our time, we'll spend it outside playing with the kids and gardening. Yeah, and even now I am doing this video where I'm outside near the forest. So the house will just be hosting us at night. So no worries about that. Number three, what I love so far about this place. One, I feel for the first week, by the way, I really felt like I was on holiday. Like I was on holiday. I would wake up, lit fire, and just sit around and watch the birds and singing and the forest, the trees, the clouds. Yeah, I felt like I was on holiday. So that is one of the things that I really do love about this place a lot. Number two, I love my kids playing. They have a bigger play area. They can play with the mud. They can be creative. As a matter of fact, we have not even used our TV for the last two, 2 weeks. We have not used the TV. They're outside playing. They're outside watching the birds. They're like, "Oh, mommy, this one is beautiful. It has yellow feathers. It has blue feathers." It what types of birds really do visit us, and that is one of the things that I do love most. There's no noise here. That is another thing that I do love most. You know how in town you have vehicles passing, the motorbikes, people are marketing things, so they are as loud. Then there's a church nearby. Well, I am for church, but there's a church nearby, there's a club nearby, and all of them are making noise, and you cannot even sleep. But here, it is as still as you can see. Like I am outside, the only sounds that you can tell is the birds singing. That is all that we got. And sometimes maybe dogs will come and start barking, but they're just animals anyway. So then, what else do I love? The fact that I am using firewood is just a combination of smoke that makes food so tasty once it is cooked from outside. We can roast maize, our tea is cooked with fire. Like basically, we can also just make bonfire and do all those sort of things. I love that for us. I love that for us. That is one of the things that I did love so much. That do excite me so much. So other than that, that we can cook food and then we can save money. We can save money. The fact that we are out of town, I get to have lesser amount for the bills that I paid in town. Like water bill is lesser. The electricity bill is lesser here. The rent as well is lesser, and we will grow food. And I have a bigger place to grow food and be creative. I really wanted to explore that creative side of me, so I get to have that or get to do that now that I am moved here. So that is it. Quiet, the fresh air, the no noise, the birds, chiming. No, they're the ones that are the clock nowadays. They are the alarm that I get to have or to experience nowadays. And coming forward, that makes me so happy. And interacting with nature, it makes me feel so nice. So but with the good, there also comes the challenges. My Lord, I have also had my fair share of challenges. Oh, where do I start? I've had three, I think there are three major challenges that I've had in this place. One including that there is no network here, my Lord. See, we climb trees anyway. We don't climb trees, but you have to look for a spot that is getting to have network, and that means even the internet is not working well. So I am really struggling with that. That is one of the major challenges that I've had. But then I'm looking for ways to solve that. So eventually, I think that will not be a problem anymore. Number two, the laborers, the ones that I get to do to help me do the work because I can't do everything by myself. I do believe in collective sustainability and not so much of self-sufficient, but more like collective sufficient. So, you're like, this girl from town got money. So they will charge me 3 or 4 times amount of the labor that they charge normally, or I ought to be told that they do charge here. And they will not even get below, even when you try to bargain with them, they will not go lower. But then I'm like, by the time maybe you finish the coop, the goat's house, the garden, will be that will be maybe the last time that we will do that work again. So at one time I'm like, it's okay, it's okay because you do it once, then the rest I can do it by myself. So no worry about that. And now this the last challenge that I did have is the invasive grass. We call it Kikuyu grass, or in English, maybe I can link the word here, but the grass, it is so invasive that the soil has become so light and it is not fertile, despite it being like for a long time nobody has gardened there or grown food there. It hasn't been farmed, but it is so weak or it's so infertile because of that grass. It invades so much. It's invades so much and it makes crops. The crops and it struggle to for nutrients. But I don't want to. I have been given solution to spray it, but I really do not want to use chemicals on the land. So I will have to be patient with it to uproot it. And that those are the most challenges that I've had here. So what are the plans for this place? I plan to keep chicken. I plan to create a play area for the babies. I am planning to cement part of the front yard. And other than that, grow out of food, experiment with them. And that is it. And see how it goes. Please stick around and see what we will do and how I will be solving some of these problems that I've been experiencing. I will keep you updated. I will help you see. And I will want to grow with you. So please leave a like, leave a comment, and tell me how I can solve some of these problems. And we see, we see. So bye bye.